Hello guys, this is Matrix Ray, and I'm showing you some resolution comparisons between native 1440p versus native PS2. I will also be doing some frame rate testing and show you guys the best settings for Bully. We are using a custom resolution of 2560 by 1440p, native, 16 times the anisotropic filtering, mapping is on automatic, CRC hack level is on automatic. We are using nothing in the advanced settings and hacks. I just want to quickly mention that chapter 3 needs the skip draw range to set to 1 and 3. There are some green and red graphical glitches in chapter 3, which is the snow stage. So set it to this and you should be able to fix up all of the graphical glitches. Keep in mind that the binoculars that you use in the game still have some minor graphical glitches, even with skip draw range 1 and 3. I can't seem to find a fix for the binoculars, but at least just for the overall game in chapter 3 you need to change it to that. But after you're done with that, you can go back to 0 and 0. Accurate date fast, accurate blending basic, texture filtering of display and FXAA shader are both on, texture filtering bilinear and renderer direct 3D11. The game costs around 1.1 gigabytes of video RAM as well. Now let's go here. So MTVU, if you have more than 3 cores, I have 8 cores. It's not too demanding. This game does target 30 frames per second. I will say it's a demanding 30 frames per second game in a way. I have an i9 9900K clock to 5 gigahertz, so I don't really need this on, but I have it on anyway. And I just want to quickly turn on my second monitor, because this game has some more issues, unfortunately. So we go to EE/IOP. No one issues. Chapter 2, I want to quickly mention that the PCSX2 Wiki has me covered here, so thanks to them for putting this information on here, because I wouldn't have known. Hattrick vs. Galloway, mission is unbeatable. So what you're going to do is in chapter 2, you're going to have to set your EE clamping to full right there and click apply. And you would also want to set the VUs to extra+preserve signs. Just keep in mind, you only have to click apply once for both of these. I've already beaten the game. I'm up to chapter 5, so I can just go back. I just did that, whatever. So I already beat the game, so I don't have to worry about that. But just be sure that before you see that mission pop up, exit out to the game, change the settings, and redo it again, because there's a bottle that you can't pick up behind broken glass. You have to break this glass. I'm getting destroyed in the background by this teacher. Alright, so anyway, let's check out the native PS2 resolution. Alright, so this game targets 640 by 448. Okay, let's just quickly get out of here. Okay, so this game looks extremely blurry at native PS2. And I just want to quickly mention that the depth of field effect is more aggressive on native PS2. I could be wrong. I'm pretty sure it's a depth of field effect that's more aggressive at native PS2. But if I go to native 1440p, you can see that the game looks miles clearer and the depth of field effect in the distance is gone. So if I go back to native PS2, you can see it in the building right there in the background. It looks a lot blurrier because of the depth of field and the resolution in general. There's not a whole lot of pixels on the screen. If I go back to native 1440p, the game looks once again a lot clearer. 16 times the anisotropic filtering seems to look a lot clearer when viewing in oblique angles, which is good. If I go back to native PS2, if I look at the ground again, there's a lot of aliasing on the ground, especially on the grass. Once again, native 1440p looks a lot clearer, which is nice. Also, just want to quickly mention that the HUDs have upscaled very, very well at native 1440p as well. If I go to native PS2, you can see the text and button elements look a lot blurrier, like the triangle, the D-pads, the text looks a lot blurrier. But if I go back to native 1440p, the artwork in the background hasn't aged all that well, but the text and the button HUDs have aged a lot better, which is good. And yeah, so this game once again targets 30 frames per second. I obviously did not have an issue due to my CPU, the i9 900K, clock to 5 gigahertz, no issues there. But overall, the game ran really nice, and there was virtually no graphical glitches besides chapter 3. But other than that, and then there's a major softlock that I ran into on chapter 2, which I mentioned that the PCSX2 Wiki has you covered if you ever need help. Change those hacks and you should be good, and the game is fully playable. Other than that, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you later.